M&J Video Games and Collectibles. Sport and non-sport cards, wrestling items, autographed items. We buy, sell, and trade. M&J Video Games and Collectibles, located at 1049 Queen Street, Southington, Connecticut. Call us at 1-860-479-9223 or 860-93-GAMES. M&J Video Games and Collectibles.
To the audience.
Well, David, the family name obviously speaks for itself. Can you tell us more about your relationship with your brother Jim?
He's my brother. What happens with brothers?
I don't know. That all depends. What does happen with brothers, especially you two guys?
Well, we had our ins and outs, of course, definitely. Later on, when we had our good times and bad times. As the company got into trouble and Jimmy wouldn't listen, we got into it was a very tense.
Was it the pressure?
Very tense.
Was it I mean, obviously, I can already, as you paint the picture, everything's painting a picture, right?
Yes.
Was it the pressure that really got you guys at the end? Because it's business after all. There's so much riding on it, and I'm sure both of you love the product dearly. So was it pressure that caused that tension, or
No.
Okay.
Good business sense. We let ego get in the way of good business sense. We did not need the jet. We did not need to go to California. We did not need to. All right. We went, the G1 made sense for certain things.
Mm-hmm.
But we didn't need to go to Las Vegas. We didn't need to go to California. We didn't need to buy Bill Watts. Bill Watts was going under. Bill Watts, we could pick up the bones for nothing. Jimmy did not do due diligence. When we bought him, you bought his debt. His debt sucked us the blood out of us. He had millions of dollars. All of a sudden, he was paying stations to stay on. We didn't pay stations anything. It was a barter system with us. If you want a program, fine. If you don't, fine.
Do you think Jim was a little old school and he felt that was the right way to do business, that old NWA,
No,
you got to take,
no.
or it just wasn't smart?
It was ego. All right. Jimmy had a new wife. Jimmy had, and Dusty, I love him to death. Dusty wanted to go to Dallas, the conquering hero. Jimmy wanted to go to Dallas with his new wife. Jimmy wanted to sort of start a new life. Well, you can't separate the company. You can't divide the company. You cannot do it. You cannot do it. Period.
and that's what he did?
Yes.
Oy.
I said, I'll go out to Dallas. You stay here. I sacrificed it. I knew, I knew what was going to happen. I said, no, you stay here. And as much as I hated going to Dallas, no.
Do you think you guys should have held strong too after Black Saturday and McMahon wasn't working out well? Instead of paying McMahon out, do you think you guys could have just lasted him out and where he just would have folded?
No, that was all right. That was all right. It saved the legal battle. It was going to be a legal battle between Ted Turner and Vince McMahon, and nobody was going to win, except the lawyers.
Mm.
That's who was going to win. Between Ted and Vince, you had two guys. It was like airplane fuel, jet fuel, with those two guys, and Vince was going, and Ted was going, and then both of them was getting ready to light the match. Come on, light the match. And everybody on both sides, there are people behind them. We're going, somebody get the fire extinguisher. Somebody call Crockett. Try to put it out. It made perfectly good sense for us. We, it did. If we had stayed east of the Mississippi, all right, for time being, and who cared about Chicago? Chicago, you go up and back, special events. Same thing, Meadowlands, Baltimore fit. Baltimore, we had a hell of a time trying to fit into that market. And Vince was banging our heads. He stopped us so many ways. Same thing with Philadelphia. With the wrestling commission and this and that, you name it. But then the fans bought us. Same thing in Baltimore. The fans bought it. They liked it. That's what counted. Not that we got in. If the fans like you, the fans like what you were giving them, when they started coming through the turnstiles, then it was okay. Then what we started doing made sense. When you go to Peoria and get $1,200, well, that made no sense whatsoever. Or you went to Hershey, Pennsylvania, and made $12,000. Not 12,000. Excuse me. Let me check. Oh, 2,000. Excuse me. $2,000. That made no sense whatsoever. Or you go in there with Bob Backlund and you try to do something with Harley Race and those guys in Kansas City, and they don't pay you. They don't pay the transfer you guys up or back. Why be a good guy? Same thing with the guys in Florida. They ask, come help us. Okay. What do we get?
Do you